my goodness, guys, there are now enough 100 overall players in my team to build a whole starting lineup of 100 overall cards with not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 600 overall players. And if you're like me and you think every single card should be available for everybody to be able to get, then like the video right now and let me know down below in the comments, what do you rate 2K on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst? Because 2K literally said that every single player would be available in the player market this year. You can literally see right here, in previous years, the best player cards in the game were only directly available through the auction house at MTP prices that could feel unobtainable, and this was far from a fair system for my team players looking to add a new or favorite player card to their collection. And now the player market replaces the auction house with a level playing field for everyone in my team, and each player card here will be available with transparent prices to add to your collection with your choice of VC or MT. And the purpose of the player market is to make these player cards accessible and straightforward for everyone. And 2K literally lied, because like I said, there are now 600 overall player cards, and I really hate to say this, but the my team that we once knew is over. 2K completely ruined my favorite game mode when it came to 2K, which of course is my team, and we're gonna throw it back, but not like that. This ain't the hub. We're throwing it back to 2K19. Do you guys remember the limited Michael Jordan, the limited Kobe Bryants, the limited LeBron James? I literally had all the best players right here, right? And so now with the 100 overall players being available, you would think that people would be able to build a team like this, right? This is the best team that I have ever built in the history of my team back in 2K19. Again, my favorite 2K of all time, and this is gone. And it really upsets me because I was able to do so many different videos back in the day with certain players. I had my series with the auction house, you know, Sniper Story. How many of you guys even remember Sniper Story? That's how I was able to get Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron James. Now, these were super limited, right? And so obviously they were extremely rare. Not many people had one, not many people had two, very few had three, even though I was able to get all of them thanks to the auction house, and people were actually able to get every single player that they wanted, whether it was Shaq, Kevin Durant, Giannis, whatever player you actually wanted to go for, you had a chance at getting, right? However, though, this year in 2K24, the highest rated cards at the moment are, of course, the 100 overall players, and you can now run a starting lineup of 100 overall cards with Michael Jordan as a 100 overall player card right here, Tracy McGrady, another 100 overall card, right? And then even 2K made Kevin Garnett be able to play the small forward position because they wanted people to think that they could actually run a starting five of 100 overall players. That's why they made KG a small forward, because also we do have Dirk Nowitzki right here as a power forward slash center, as you can see. And then the first ever 100 overall card in the history of my team was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right here. And speaking of the first 100 overall player, Shaq was actually the first player to be a 100 overall in a previous 2K, but in my team, this is the first time that we've seen 100 overall player cards in the game when it comes to specifically my team, with Kareem being the first one, and then of course 2K ended up releasing the other ones. And then on top of that, to make the cheese even more cheesier, we got Victor Wembanyama, who's a dark matter 99, which you could argue is better than all these 100 overall players, which is crazy because 99, 100, you would think 100 overall would be better than 99, but no, 2K's even making the dark matters better than 100 overall players. And then of course we do have the other dark matter with Brandon Roy. You know, 2K brought him back this year and they made him a dark matter. And then of course we have the Galaxy Opals that nobody's even able to get. Look at all these cards that I'm listing and putting in a lineup. Like, people cannot even afford to get these players. Like, they're not even available in the player market. Like, if you wanted the best Galaxy Opals in the game, you literally cannot get them unless you're willing to gamble. And even if you're willing to gamble, you're not even guaranteed to get them because they're no longer available in the player market. And there has never been a year in 2K where the best players were actually unavailable for a majority of the community. Like, people right now are still rocking pink diamonds. For example, you know, they released some pink diamonds previously, like France, you know, stuff like that. But everybody wants Galaxy Opals, everybody wants Dark Matters, everybody wants 100 overall players. And 2K said that they would all be available through the player markets because it was unfair how they were super pricey in the auction house. And the reason that I bring this up is because you guys can see right here, right? You can run a starting lineup of 100 overall players, but you actually can't. It's impossible. Not a single person in my team right now, even the big spenders, even the people that are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, they don't even have this team. They don't have a lineup of 100 overall players because they're that rare. They're extremely, like, you can't even pull them, bro. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 pulls over the course of the whole my team community opening packs, and yet you compare it to something like 2K19 where we did have super rare, extremely limited player cards, right? For example, LeBron James and Kobe. You know, Kobe was actually 81. So there were only 81 Kobe's available in 2K19. So if you had one of 81. Same with Michael Jordan right here. There were only 23. I had one as well, one of 23 right here too. And then with LeBron James, our glorious king, 236. There's more LeBron James right here, but obviously you can see they were super limited, right? And you would be like, oh, but that's the same as 100 overalls. No, it's not, because you were actually able to get them through the auction house, and you would actually be able to go after them if you wanted them. But even if you didn't, there were other players that you could get. And then also on top of that, 2K eventually made them available in the token market for tokens. And so, like, it's just, it drives me crazy to see the difference between, like, this team that I was able to build in 2K19 from grinding, working the auction house, uploading amazing videos, because I was actually able to get the players. But now, I can't even get these cards. I can't even make a squad builder with 100 overall players because I don't have them. Nobody has every single one because 2K made them impossible to get. And if you've been watching me for a while, then you know exactly how I was able to get these limited cards, right? Through the auction house. Now, I'm not saying that these were, like, the easiest players to get, but at least you were able to go into the auction house and actually get the players. You can't even do that this year in 2K24 because obviously there were other players you could get. You know, this right here, LeBron James, like, they were good. They were 99 everything stats, you know, same with Kobe, Michael Jordan, all these players, right? I even ended up bidding on Kobe right here, super limited, but at least you were actually able to get them, you know what I mean? That's like my main point right now, is the fact that these players, you can't even actually get them unless you, even if you spend money, you actually can't get them either because they're that rare. And so now there's no way of getting these players for squad builders, for videos. There's so many videos that I want to make right now, but I literally cannot because I can't get the players. And it's just insane because we literally went from like an auction house, which obviously, you know, prices were ridiculous, and 2K ended up addressing that. And so they're like, hey, let's make it fair with transparent prices with VC, MT, and make it straightforward for everybody. And they lied. This is insane, bro. I'm looking back at all my older videos in 2K19. Look at this Michael Jordan. I ended up bidding 10 million. Oh my goodness, bro. Now, not everybody was able to afford these players, but they were limited. But if you were able to grind it out and, you know, work the auction house and you really wanted these players, you definitely found a way to get them, right? And at least you were able to get the cards. Unlike now, where you literally cannot, like, you can't even, like, it's just so sad, bro. I just miss this. I miss being able to do certain videos like these because this is how I ended up, you know, really starting my 2K journey on YouTube, was mainly, you know, focused on 2K19. That's when I went full time. And it's just so sad to see, you know, look at the shades. Oh, we really throwing it back. My goodness, man. Kobe right here. I also ended up, you know, getting him. How much did I bid for Kobe? It was crazy, man. I wonder how many of you guys even remember. How long have you been watching the channel? Because look at this Kobe. Limited, super limited, 81. But they were still eventually available in the token market. And there was other players that you could get. It's not like it was just these or like nothing. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different other players you could get. Reward cards, token players, stuff like that. So I was able to get Kobe. You know, I ended up bidding a lot of MT, millions of MT, but I was actually able to get the cards that I wanted. And that's what my team was about. Like, you should be able to get any player that you want instead of just only being able to open packs for a chance, a very small chance at pulling a 100 overall. And the my team that we used to know is over. Like 2K, I don't know what your plan was, but whatever that plan is, you succeeded, I guess. You won. Because the my team that we once knew, it's no longer here. Like, it's just, it's sad, it's crazy, and I can't believe we got to this point. Because there were even other players that people could get. You know, Worthy in the token market, Bob Pettit in the token market. You know, you had Karolinko, Hakeem, Porzingis, all these other players that you could actually get if you wanted, whether through the auction house or you could get budget cards. And now we're stuck with 100 overall players. And at this point, in my opinion, 2K needs to bring back the auction house, bring back the player market, because they already gave up on the player market. They can't even add the Galaxy Opals or the Dark Matters. If they want to make the 100 overall players packs only, at this point, I guess we can compromise. You know, make the Dark Matters, the Opals available in the player markets. And so I really want to hear from you guys, because obviously these are my opinions. I want to know what you guys think about my team right now, and hopefully we see changes in the new season. In the meantime, definitely check out the other videos I've been uploading, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.